Okay, I want to demonstrate sentences and what sentences is about. It's a tool for managing structured data and generating the interface automatically without programming out of the structure of the data. So I will do a small example, and the example is like we have a person which is an entity type, and I also do generate a city which is also the type none. So we can see here those two types, city and person. These entities are usually things which are physical or do have a name. Like when I click here and they say default data form, I can enter a city like Vienna. Or another city like Munich. Or a city like London. So I entered 3 instances of the entity type city, and each entity instance does have a name. This is very typical for sentences, and the name is displayed here on the right side. If I select here and say default data form, which could also be Control D, I can enter a name for a person. Let's say and I add another one. A third one. And a fourth one. I also could go here, select them, and with the right button I would get this automatically generated user interface. There is a relation between these two entity types, and those relation is called an association. I can go to the person and install a relation between person and city, or I could go to the city and install an association to person. But because many people live in one city and not one person lives in many cities, I prefer the city, and I create an association type between the city and the person. Now I need to define the type of the relation, which is called a verb, and the result is a sentence like city is home to person, and then there is the reverse verb, which would give a reverse sentence like person is living in city. Is living here we can see that here we can install if it's mandatory or it's singular, the relation, or it's multiple. As we know that many people can live in one city, we need to have the relation in this direction multiple. And therefore we also get the plural form. City is home to many people. That's more or less for now. I create this relation and I close it, and I can see here that with this plus button I get city is home to person. On the other hand, person is living in city. But this relation is still empty. We have to populate it. Therefore, I select city. I select the city of London and I go to right click, default data form, which opens a new generated interface. And here we can see in the city of London is home to many. And now here I can select to which person London is its home. It's this person. I can edit, and it's to this person. Apply. So London is the home to Eduardo Majales and to Martin Huber. And I need to save it, and when I save it, then it's stored into the database. The same thing I can do to Vienna. Right click, Vienna is home to Peter Müller. I click to the plus and save it and close it. And Munich is home to Clara Oberbauer. It's not refreshed, but if we select this, we can see that London is home to many. Is home to Eduardo Majales and is home to Martin Huber. This indicates the direction of the relation. The same is with Munich and the same is Vienna. On the other hand, the person is living in city, and if we select this here, we get the reverse installation. Clara Oberbauer is living in city Munich. Eduardo Majales is living in city London. So that's the different direction. If we go to person and choose default data form, we only get person. This is because the reverse links are not automatically integrated into this generated user interface. To do this, we go right click to properties and format. Presentation. Oh, sorry. We go to this here. Properties. The format. And this button is inverse hidden on data form. We uncheck this. And now, if we choose the default data form, we also get the link in which city the person is living. Like Eduardo Majales is living in London. But we could also add another city, like this is not working. Eduardo Mojales, default data form. We only can enter here, like Petra is living in Vienna. So if it's reverse, selecting here the default data form, is displaying the person. That's it, more or less, for the principle. How sentences is storing information in a structured way and is auto-generating the user interface. Thank you.